Heidi ho, my crafty friends. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. So today, I thought we would work in my little planner because it needs some updating for the upcoming months. So there's a couple things that I want to do, and I thought I would share them with you. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add this little envelope. Oops. Well, darn, I forgot the stuff that's going to go in the envelope. Oh, well. But the envelope is going to go here. And it's going to go like this. Now, what I did with this is just an old coffee-dyed regular envelope. And I cut it down. And I'm going to show you how I did that. I took the envelope and I cut it to the size that I wanted on the paper. I just cut it off. And then I cut across the top. I cut down a little bit. And I actually think I might cut down a little bit further so I can get in it a little easier. And when I cut across the same. Let me show you here. Here's the fold. I cut across the same width down as I did on the little flap here. So now that I see it, I think I will cut that down a little bit more. And I'm going to use my ruler to draw down, to draw a line as far down as I want it to go. So I need to make sure how far down that's going to go. So I think I want to bring it down to about here. So let's take my pencil, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to get the stuff out that I'm putting in. Okay, so now I kind of have a line to tell me. Now, I'm only cutting up to the fold. I'm only cutting up to here. Okay, that's all I'm doing. Now, I could have made one of these, if I wanted. I could have made one, but I really didn't want to. I already had this envelope, and I thought, well, I might as well just use this and just alter it. Okay. There. So that'll be easier to get this stuff out. And then this, I just straightened up. You know how envelopes, you can kind of see where it was folded. Had that little swoop. I just made it straight. And then this, still, I have enough that it'll fold over. So I'm just going to make sure that's down. Now, this is going to get covered. I'm going to decorate this before I put it in my book. So let's get this cleaned off here. And let me I've kind of moved things around here a little bit, and it's hard getting a hold of everything. It's temporary, but I did it because I had to get to my other bookcase, and so now everything is where it shouldn't be. Okay, so here's the paper that I'm going to use. So I cut this little piece, and it's going to sit up here. And I still have the little, the little dog ears that I need to. Now, I'm not going to worry about covering the back. This is just the little piece that was on, like, the, just a little piece that was, you know how when you buy paper, that little insert that tells you all the different pieces that are in it. That was a part of that. Okay. And I'm not going to worry about cutting it. Get off there. I'm not going to worry about cutting those little dog ears off yet. I'm just not even going to worry about it. Okay. I'll take care of that in a little bit after this dries a little bit. Okay. There we go. But the important thing I want to get is up to the edge here. Like that. Okay. And now this piece here is a separate piece. Now, you could cover this envelope any way you choose. You could collage it, in different pieces. You could use, with your different fabric strips. using book page. And I've made these a couple different ways. I've collaged on them with book page, different, thin scrapbook pieces of paper. I've just done them a couple different ways, but I just wanted it to be this way because it was going to match. Well, I did not trim that in length very well, did I? Because it was going to match what I was doing. Oops, and I did not get that down very... Oh, yes, I did. I was going to say, I didn't get that down very straight. Okay, but I did not get the length right. Okay, so when that dries, I'll round that corner again. Okay, so now on the front here, I want to cover it with this. Okay, here. So I'm going to bring it down from the top. And I think I want to use my glue stick for that. And the reason I'm going to use my glue stick is I think it might dry a little bit quicker. And I could be totally wrong. But let's see. I'm going to put it on. I think I'm going to put it on here. There we go. So, how's everybody been today? I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. Okay. All right, so I want to line this up across the top. And my glue stick just gives me a little bit of time to wiggle and, scoot things around if I need to. There we go. Make sure I have it where I need it. Now, let's make sure I have stuff over here. Okay. So now I can trim. There we go. Just like that. Okay, so this is going to close up like this. This piece is going to fold over like, well, come on. It's going to fold over like this. Now, why isn't that folding like it should? What is the deal, O'Neill? Like that. What did I do? Am I folding it in the wrong spot? Okay. Well, since it doesn't look like it wants to fold very well, I think we're just going to take out that little sliver in the corner. And I think that'll work right there. So what I did was I just kind of tapered that corner right there because it looked like it just needed it. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's see. It looks like this needs trimmed here just a smidgen. So we're going to trim it. All right, let's make sure that this is straight here. Okay, so this I'm going to keep as a tuck. So I'm just going to glue here and here. So I want to keep that green area as a little tuck. So I'm going to glue across here. And I'm going to glue across here. Now this, I'm going to glue down. Because I want it as a pocket. And I'm gluing it here. Now inside here, I'm making this because, well, it's garden time. Or it's getting close to be garden time. Make sure I didn't glue it closed. I didn't. Okay. And this time of year, is the time that we are usually, making plans for the garden for the upcoming year, writing them down. Oh, I see what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this plastic. This plastic is what's sticking out on the other side where I cut it. We're making plans for the garden for the upcoming year, and we're doing things like that. And normally, I write that down in my garden planner, and I'll still do that too, but I make notes to myself, about things I need to do and things I need to buy or order. Okay, so now I'm just trimming off those little edges. Okay, so there's my little envelope. Oh, I see. I did not fold that down properly. So let's go back and adjust that. There we go. And this is just my personal planner. So, if things aren't perfect, it is not going to send me into a hoot and a holler. So, it's just something that's in my, going to hold my personal stuff. So, I always have my garden layout in it, and I always have, my stuff in it. So, that's what's going to be in here, my garden layout and things like that, which is what I left in the other room, I think. Because I worked on it, and I'm probably not going to have a big garden this year because of my back surgery that I had last year. And I think I told you all about that. And I'm not allowed to do a lot of heavy lifting yet, which if you're a gardener, you can have a lot of heavy lifting. So right now my weight limit is 10 pounds. And in my vegetable garden, preparing it for the summer, 10 pounds is not a lot. Trust me. Because I have to lift, bags of mulch and this and that. And 10 pounds is nothing. Okay, so I'm going to put my little notch there. I should have done it before I glued it, and I completely forgot. So I'm going to put that right there. And I off-centered it because of this. So I have a little tuck here, and I put this a little off-center. There we go. So this year in my garden, because I'm not permitted to do a lot of lifting and stuff, I won't be doing a lot of vegetables, even though on my plan I put them down where I would normally grow them, because I'll be doing a lot of flowers and herbs, because next year I will be. So I have to make sure the herbs and the flowers that I'm growing in the beds aren't going to interfere with what I'm going to be growing next year. So my plan is kind of a twofold plan. Okay. And I had one bed that, because it's a raised bed, that had some asparagus in it. And silly thing, I went out there during one of our days. Oh, I don't know. It's been a while. And now this, if you make one and you don't want to attach it, it can always just be paper clipped. Or you can take this and you can attach, like I could just attach scrapbook paper to it. And then just paper clip it in so I can move it around. Like I could just take this piece of scrapbook paper right here and do this, which now that I'm doing it, I think I might just do, and then just paper clip it in instead of attaching it in the book. There we go. because I think it would be a little hard getting stuff in and out of there. But that'll support that envelope too. There. So now just cut this off. And now I can just attach this in the book with the paper clip. Let's cut this off here. And, you know, if I get around to it, I'll decorate this a little bit more. And if not, no biggie. Like I said, this is just for my personal planner to keep track of things. Now, for me, I might, there. So in here, I'm going to put my garden plan, probably my list that I've made, and I think, there we go. Oops. I need to let that glue down, but I've also, my glue has spread here. Whoops. Oh darn. Oh darn. Okay, I need to let this dry before I try to fix over here. Now, I'll just take this and paper clip this to the page with my stuff in it, and I'll be good. Okay, so now over here for March, okay, let me find it. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those videos, you guys, where everything I had, I'll lose. Oh, here it is. Okay, in my little notebook, I've already written out my calendar for March. Oh dear. Where did it go? And the next thing that we're gonna do a portfolio journal. So I've already kind of written out, you know, what I want to do in our little idea book. And I've just got to write it here. Well, this I want to attach this here, I think. So this I'm going to attach here. Let's see what we have up here. PJC something. Well, maybe we'll use this little butterfly. So we'll use this little butterfly. Okay, let's use this little butterfly to attach that up there. Now over here, we'll put that back up there. So over here, I want to kind of take my idea of, see, and I already have kind of ideas out for May and for June, as well as for April. But the little portfolio that we want to do, I want to kind of get out the things that I want to use for up here. So normally what I do when I'm planning is I'll take and I'll write down here what I'm planning out. So this is going to be portfolio style. Let me bring this up here. Okay. And then I'll write down the size that I want, but then I'll bring in the fabric and what I want to use on here. So I know I want to have 12 pages, and it's going to be one signature. So when I choose my fabric, and it's going to have some iron-on interfacing, I'm going to have two holes, so that it's going to be a no-sew. So let's see, how can we do that? Let's use this, and maybe we'll make this a little flip after we do that. That sounds like an idea. So let's cut this off here. Let's make a little pocket to put this in. How about that? Let's make a little pocket to put our info in. Do we want to, is that one too big? I think that one's too big. What else we have here? Yellow would go over there. Let's maybe Let's maybe use that. I don't think we can write on this one though. No, we can't write on that one. All right, so let's write on the purple one. But we need a pocket, don't we? So let's grab something for a pocket. All right, well, I have the paper. I have the same papers that I just used for that one. So let's pick one. And let's make a pocket. Here, let's use this one. Let's make this one. Okay. And I think I want it to be the size of the page. How about we make it about that big? I don't know if I want that then. Okay, let me get this cut and I will be right back. Okay, I got the paper cut and I thought I might make two little pockets here. So let's go on and round these corners up here at the top. Yeah, he's still barking. Sorry. So I closed the door. He sees the neighbor out. So he wants to go play with his friend. But it's 19 degrees and he's not going anywhere. And if he went over there and saw her, he'd be afraid of her. So. Okay. Okay, so I think I want to do these. Oh, and I got a snippet of the fabric that I want to use to cover it. And I'm going to attach it here to this index card. And then any other little pieces that I'm going to put in it, I'm going to also attach to this, and then we'll keep it there in that little pocket. Now, to make it go in and out of that little pocket easier, I'm just going to round the corners on it. That tends to make things go in and out of pockets easier. If you're having trouble getting things in and out of pockets, round your corners that are going in, and that will help things, go into the pockets. Okay, so let's see. We need to do this one first. So I think I want this one to sit right about, let's see, that one goes there. So I want this one over on this side. So I'm going to put, let's see, let's put this one across here like this. Okay, so this one's going to go here, and I want this one about here. Okay, so that one's going to go there, like that. Whoops, a doodles, you know what I forgot? I forgot our little whoop-de-doo here. There we go. So we'll do that. There we go. And then this one, yeah, before I even put it down, well, I'm still thinking about it. There we go. Okay, and then we'll put this one down. So this is actually going to give me 3 pockets. And I'll show you how. Okay, so I've got the obvious pockets. I've got this pocket and I've got this pocket. Oh no, it didn't give me 3 pockets. Never mind, I don't know how to count. I was thinking, oh, you just made another pocket that you didn't know about. Never mind. Oh my gosh. Okay. So my little fabric, I'm going to attach that on here. Like that. And that will go in there. And then, you know, I think on here, I do believe I'm going to write the size that I want. So our little portfolio is going to be, now see, I have notes all through this, all through here, and all through here. Here we go. So let's write here. Now I got the size that we're going to use from the Treasured Page with Melanie. Because they make a monthly portfolio journal, and I really just like the size of the journal that they make. It just looks like it's a good size. Okay, so the size of our journal is going to be 8.5 by 4 1/4. That's for the U.S. If you're in Canada, and we do have a few subscribers in Canada. I'll have to figure that out for you in centimeters. But that's in the US. And then like I said, it's gonna have one signature. With 12 pages. So if you want to start collecting your little goodies, for your book, you can go on and do that. And it is going to be a no-sew. Now, I am going to, for mine, I have not decided what my little binding is going to be yet. I can't decide if I want to use, the elastics I have are not very sturdy. But you can use anything you want. You can use twines, you know, decorative twines. You can use, you know, this type of twine. Okay, Cherry, you're in my way. You can use this type of twine if you want. You can use ribbons. You can use anything, you know, that you want. For your center binding on it, and you know, just about anything you choose. So that I haven't figured out yet, so I do need to figure that out. And then I'm thinking I'm going to use an iron-on interfacing for my fabric, because my fabric is a little thin, and I will probably sew my fabric onto my paper. Now, that's not a given. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. But those are just some thoughts that I had written down here. And as you can see, my brain works faster than my hands. Instead of no-sew, I just put in-sew. So, you know, sometimes it works that way. So, that little information card will go there. And then some of the other things that I'll include in there might be some envelopes, might be some little flips. So I might find a piece of an envelope someplace that I might stick back here, you know, to include in it. So I remember that, you know, I want to include that. And, you know, different things like that. And we would definitely have things like this for tags, you know, making our own tags. Because, you know, that's just fun. That's just the fun stuff. So, that's kind of how my planning is going. And that's what I use. That's what I use this for. And now I can't figure out where this goes. There, it must be. Yeah, see, I've already lost where all this stuff goes. That's where stuff like this goes in here, and that's how I plan out what's going in here. So, and then I'll do the same thing for April. But April, as you could tell, it has all kinds of ideas. So I've got a travel journal, maybe that little square journal that we were working on. You remember that one? This one, we put it down, and I haven't really finished it yet or even picked it up since I put it down. So I've still got tags to put in it. I've still got a couple more things I want to do in it. So we might work on it a little bit more. That's the little Raggedies that we made. Oh, they were so much fun. You know, we might make a few more things to put in here. That's what the square journal is. We might make a little mini journal. That's just like a 3x5. And then we might do a little, we might start a little series that's called Finish Me Up. Where it includes this little journal. Where we actually go in and we, you know, we actually finish this up. And then we finish up the little red journal that we were working on. The Heartthrobs. You know, we go in and we still have this journal to finish. You know, we didn't get anywhere with this journal. So we have this journal to finish. Have lots of ideas to finish up in this journal. So we still need to finish this one. And that might be in our Finish Me Up series. Where we take a, you know, we take a certain day during the week. And we work on, you know, we start that in April. And maybe every, let's see, for April. Here's my calendar. So for every Saturday in April, maybe we work on this journal. And then every Friday in April, we work on this journal. So, you know, videos will start coming out in April at a different time than they do for the winter. So, when that schedule's ready, I'll let you guys know. So, you know, that's what the planner's for. So, there's a lot coming up here at the Ladybug Journals, and I'm so glad you all are here with me to be on board and have some fun with me. And then we've got flip-flops. I already made a little demo flip-flop that I want to do out of a paper bag. I love making these little flip-flops, and it's just made of scraps. But man, this was fun to make. I had so much fun making this little thing. So that's in my I Want to Do box. Do you all have an I Want to Do box? Oh gosh, I got too many of them. So that's on the list. And then that's for May. A Home and Hearth journal, a Junky Junk journal, a summer fun, vacation time. So if any of these appeal to you, and there's something that you would like to do that's on our list, please let me know. And we'll just kind of get around to them and see, you know, where we want to go and what we want to do and how we want to do them. So the portfolio journal won't be a great big journal. That way we don't have, you know, another big one like we just did. But then, what do we want to do in April? What do we want to do in April? April's a fun month, but the weather is just, you know, we still can't get outside and play. At least in my part of the country, we can't still get outside and play a lot. But what do we want to do? So you guys give me some ideas off of the ideas on my list and tell me what you'd like to do. And we'll just go from there. And I'm so glad you joined me today as I got 2 more pages completed in my planner. I'm so glad you joined me. And I hope that you had fun. And I hope that you're enjoying coming back and seeing how the planner's coming along. And I hope that you also have made yourself a planner. And you're working on your planner too. So, until I see you again in our next video here at the Ladybug Journals, ta-ta for now.